Hi, I'm Joanna Fantozzi, Senior Editor with Nation's Restaurant News, and we're here with Gregg Majewski, who is the brand new CEO of Craveworthy Brands. Congratulations on the new formation of the restaurant group.
Thank you. It's been something we've been working for a long, long time. It's been a dream of mine since I left Jimmy John's a long time ago. So it's thrilling to actually see it now starting to go.
So tell me a little bit about the concepts and kind of what drew you to them.
So the idea behind Craveworthy as a idea first was a way to empower and give back to emerging brands. So what I always saw was that emerging brands never had the same playing field. It was always an uphill climb, and you either had to be awesome out of the gate and get someone to be an angel investor or just lucky and fight this battle. So I wanted to create a system that allowed us to get great brands that should always be across the country and everybody should experience them, an opportunity to grow. And so that was sort of the idea and the fundamentals about it. At the same time, we wanted to look at legacy brands, we will call them, that have already had their day in the sun and that people had forgotten as another way for us to bring back. So sort of I wear two hats right now with Mongolian Concepts and Mongolian Concepts and Craveworthy, but Mongolian Concepts is that legacy portfolio that we're trying to rebuild and revamp. And we've had great success with Genghis. And now the brands that we're starting with in Craveworthy are all just outstanding operators. So we have a Lucky Cat Poke Company, which is a 1-unit store, but we have 50 signed up for ghost kitchens across the country. That is just making poke accessible to people. Not your overbearing, over-flavored, but really letting the quality of the food speak. And that's sort of the common element in the Craveworthy brand, is that the food has to be Craveworthy. It's got to be something that is desirable. Once you get that last bite, you want another one. The other brand that we just created was Crafted Burger. And then we have 2 locations open, and that was with me and Chef Robert, that we wanted to create a roadmap of the foods that we love from our journeys across the world. And it was also my way to give back to him for all that he's done. And so right away, I gave him a piece of the company to sort of do that with me. Then the 2 acquisitions were Budlong Hot Chicken, which is a 4-unit chain out of Chicago that had seen some success right out of the gate, chef-driven again, but didn't know how to get to the next level. And we went ahead and acquired that. And the last and the bigger one right now is Wing It On, which is a 13-unit chain with another 18 sold at this point and looking to grow coast to coast.
Great. So you have a wide variety, I guess, of concepts, like even though just 4 right now, but so you got 2 types of chicken, burgers, poke. Is there anything else that you would want to do in terms of other acquisitions or anything like that?
So we're always on the lookout for acquisitions. We want to partner with the new emerging brands or the mid-level brands that are out there. And so we're actively pursuing everything that we don't have something in our portfolio for. So the goal is to create a franchise company where our franchisees don't have to ever leave us. They can stay in a DMA and grow 5, 6, 7 brands and have 50, 60 stores without ever having to worry about, oh, let's go to California now, or let's go to New York because there's no territory. We can let them grow with us as we bring in new brands.
Yeah, so you guys can see yourselves as sort of investors and operators at the same time then.
Yes. I mean, everything we do, if we don't operate them, we can't be successful. The restaurant industry is all about operating day in and day out. And every restaurant that we have, we operate as our own too. So we will have about 10% always corporate stores of every brand that we own, just so we can truly say we know how to run the restaurants. I can't stand when franchise companies have 1 corporate store and then you try to go and tell 100 other stores, oh, this is how you need to do it. Well, you don't know. And you have to live it and breathe it if you're going to be successful.
Love that. And so are you going to be growing Genghis now in tandem, or
Yes.
are they going to work together? Or?
So there's going to be a lot of synergies between the 2 companies.
Okay.
So eventually, you never know what will end up happening, but there will be a lot of synergies between the 2 groups. So I'm an owner in Mongolian, and I'm, obviously in Craveworthy, and we will grow both as fast as we can. So in Genghis, 24 stores. They hadn't sold a store since 2011. In our first year back selling, we sold 24. So we're excited about that brand.
Wow, that's amazing. And so I guess what are the taste differentiators for these new concepts? I guess what kind of to you makes them kind of unique, and what drew you to them?
So when I got started in the industry, the first thing that anyone ever told me was, don't skimp on your product. and your product has to be the best. And so all of these brands sort of speak to that. It's using real chicken. It's not using anything that's hand breading your chicken patties for your chicken sandwiches. I mean, doing it the right way, doing it the way you would do it at home, and not skimping or taking shortcuts or a frozen product to sort of get out of it. So every brand that we build or we use has to have that same sort of mantra. And if not, we'll fix it so it does if we believe in everything else about it. The food just has to be craveable. And so that comes back to the end result of everything that we do is that it's got to be food we enjoy. So you'll never see me, I have a French bistro or anything like that. That's not me. It will be restaurants and concepts that I want to go to, and that I know people just need to see.
For sure. Now, since we're here at NAFEM, have you seen anything here, or what are you on the lookout for to help your growing concepts?
So right now we're looking for, the biggest one is a partner that can be an all-inclusive supplier for everything. So with all the supply chain disruptions and everything else that's going on, we got sick and tired of being told, oh, this manufacturer's got a 36 lead time, this guy's got 4, and we're waiting for build outs. So we came to this show really to find one supplier to be sort of the housing point for everything. And I think we may have walked away with one.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations. So what are some of the, I guess, biggest challenges as you look to scale? What are some of the biggest challenges you think you're going to face?
So like everybody in the industry, you're going to deal with people, inflation, and the economy. So those are going to be the biggest challenges that we always face. I think for somebody in my shoes, the economy is a benefit because you're going to have some great brands that have gotten government funding and stuff like that, and it's all going to run out, and they're going to need help. And so we're going to be able to be there to keep them alive. People are always going to be an issue in this industry. The older generation that worked so hard and built the country is slowly starting to retire. And the newer generations, we just don't have as many bodies. And so it's finding out how to keep the level of service in the industry where it's still hospitality and not just, hey, I'm coming in and ordering a sandwich and get out.
Yeah.
And if that's going to be the balance that the industry is going to continue to face, and the ones that can keep hospitality, and you chose to come into my restaurant today, you chose to give me your money, you're supposed to leave feeling good about it. And when you walk into so many restaurants today, because of the staffing levels and the issues and how companies treat their employees, you don't feel thrilled to be walking out the door. You feel like you were let down. Yeah. And so the companies that can put hospitality back at the forefront of what we do while serving great products, those are the companies that are going to be a success.
Yeah, I think that customers really are changing in that they want you to be everything to them, right? They want you to be convenient and quick, but at the same time, they still want that hospitality. So you're looking at kind of doing a balancing act and maybe using things like technology as a tool to balance.
Right, and technology is wonderful. There's a ton that we can do with it that's great. The problem is that so many of us are going all in on it, and you're forgetting that what makes a restaurant special. And on a table service, it's having a server come up to you and spend a moment with you and greet you and give you that feeling of, I actually want to take care of you, instead of, hey, here's the pad on the table, go ahead and place your order. And those are the things that, yes, we want to be quick, we want to be fast, we want to be all this, but we still want to feel like we're being taken care of. And the new generation really wants to be taken care of. They want that feeling, but they want it with everything else that they expect from it. Fast, quick, cheap, reliable. But they're willing to pay for it if you do it well.
Yeah, for sure. So what are you looking forward to for your brands in 2023 and beyond?
So our brands right now, we're looking for huge franchise sales as we kick off new franchise programs for Budlong, Genghis, and Wing It On. We're looking for the acquisition of additional concepts. But we're looking forward to becoming a household name and putting ourselves on the map so everybody knows what we're up to. And we're excited about that. We're excited to see food costs start to drop.
Yeah, for sure.
And chicken you're starting to see, which has been a win for everybody.
Okay, great. I think then that's all the questions I have, Greg. Thanks so much for talking to me today. This is wonderful.
Thank you.